realized I wanted to go to the U.S. and play Division I lacrosse when I was about 10 or 11 years old. This was the age that kids started to play higher elite levels of lacrosse and started to try out for more touring teams, and this kind of got me excited. I wanted to play at the highest level I could, so going down to the States was a goal of mine since I was about 10 or 11. Other schools I was looking at besides Manhattan included Denver, Ohio State, Robert Morris, Drexel, and St. Joseph's. The reason I chose Manhattan was mainly just because of the location. Growing up in a small town in British Columbia, Canada, it was neat to see the big city like New York and everything around it. There's always something to do, very exciting, and the campus is beautiful. It's a little bit away from the city and just a nice escape when you need it. And everyone at Manhattan College has been great to me so far, so the atmosphere has been really well. Toughest part is probably being so far away from my family. My family is really close, so it's been tough only being able to see them about 3 times a year, but they do their best to make it out and see the games, and I get to go home for Christmas and summer break, which is always nice to see them, so being away from my friends and family is probably the toughest. I like both, but I'm probably gonna have to go with box lacrosse just because I grew up playing it first, and I was probably about 5 years old when I started playing. And I think both types of the game fit off my style well because I like to play fast. I think box lacrosse with the 30-second clock allows you to play a little bit faster, and I can transition that into my field game. And so I think box fits my style a little bit more, but I think both can help out in either sport. I think box could get bigger in the United States just by starting with more youth programs throughout the states, starting at the younger age, really getting the kids involved and allowing them to progress through the older ages. I think it'll grow the sport a lot. Yeah, it's pretty hard on my family and I just because we don't get to see each other that often. But like I said before, they always come out to see me as much as they can, and uh, we pretty much talk every day on the phone. Probably going outdoors, living in British Columbia, we have a lot of beautiful scenery and a lot of places to go hiking and fishing and on the lakes and stuff like that. So going outdoors, exploring with my friends and stuff like that, and then just spending time with my family. Greatest memory so far is freshman year, first win of the season against NGIT. That was a very special moment for me just because that was my first win as a Jasper and our first win of the season. So that was memorable and something I'll never forget. Some advice I would give other Canadians would probably be just to stay proactive in the recruiting process. Always be in touch, sending highlight videos, sending emails about how class is going and stuff like that to the schools they want to be recruited by. And also just stay on top of the classroom, work on it offhand, and stay in the best shape that they possibly can to ready themselves for college.